2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
If it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, a look at the Magic starting group. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. And for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Garland in at the point guard position. Here's Love. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Magic. Now here's Fultz. Outside Fournier. Isaac finds Fultz. Back to Isaac. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Vucevic. And stolen by Love.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
Now here's Garland. Guarded by Fultz. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Vucevic. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Now here's Fultz. Back to Gordon. The feed now to Fultz. Orlando moving the ball around. Count that one.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
Here's Garland. No good with the triple.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
And the basket by Isaac.
And Isaac is rapidly becoming a load for the defense. He utilizes that huge frame to get the shot he wants in the paint.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line.
Bamba is checked in for Vucevic.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
For 3, Fournier. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And Garland with a clear path to the basket.
Pretty good energy from the young guard Garland there. Rockets right back up the court in the fast break.
Now here's Fultz. He's tightly guarded. Missed inside. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Osman. Here's Drummond. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
And Fournier kicks to Fultz. Back to Fournier. On the wing, Isaac. 6 on the shot clock. Bamba passes to Gordon. Back to Bamba. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep. And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
Pass to Windler. Back to Sexton. Up and in on the layup.
Too easy that time. Sexton sniffing it out and then getting to an area on the floor that made that one easy.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Down low. Bamba kicks to Ross. And the pass to Augustine. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Gordon. Can't hit that one. Nance with some nice D. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Inside, here's Thompson. Thompson is double. Out to the wing. Uncovered. The shot, no good.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Now, here's Thompson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Sexton, the pass to Thompson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Sexton realizing that one of his guys is wide open, and that court awareness, he was able to get it to him.
And Augustine kicks to Ross. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. Pass to Augustine. To the paint. Got a piece of it.
More of this from Larry Nance Jr. Rising up and tossing that one away.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Now, here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. To the inside. Nance. And Nance slams it in.
It's just so easy the way Larry Nance Jr. just gets up off the floor.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Orlando. 4-point game. He kicks it to Ross. Pass to Augustine. Back to Bamba. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And really, when Bamba has this positioning, you got to get it to him. He's a very reliable scorer from there. Now, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for him. The Magic making a switch here. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, Sexton has the kind of ability out there where he's shifty and fast and strong, can make some exciting plays happen for his team.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
Nance and Thompson are up front. Porter is out there with Garland. And it's Windler in at the 3. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Garland, the pass to Thompson. Here's Windler. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Garland. The slam dunk by Garland.
Man, Garland like a small jet. Room to take off, and he's flying.
Carter Williams feeling it out a bit. Ennis in the corner. Pass to Ross. Down low. And Vucevic kicks to Isaac. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy They say 6'1", I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man, and that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Lays it up off the glass.
And those are the kind of signs where Garland is improving his overall awareness to find teammates.
Out to the right wing. The pass to Ennis. Kicks it to Carter Williams. Back to Ennis. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. That shot off the mark.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
The kick out to Porter. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Now Garland. He's got 8. Can't hit from the elbow. To the wing on the left. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. The shot comes out. Good D by Thompson. Right side, Porter. A 3-ball. Nance, no good. The Magic trail by 3. Here's Ennis. The second chance effort. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Porter, here we go. Nance outside. Passes to Windler. 2 points. That one goes. Windler's got the lead up to 5 now for the Cavs. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Fultz with the ball. He's picked up by Nance. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Orlando also making some changes. Gordon's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. Evan Fournier comes in for James Ennis. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Carter Williams. The shot's good from Fournier.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Drummond. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Nice D from Fournier. It's tipped. One-on-one here. Drummond finds Love. Offline with his 3. And stolen by Drummond to the inside. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
Dellavedova, the pass to Drummond. Augustine with the steal. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Love.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Sexton comes in for Dante Exum, and it's Garland in for Matthew Dellavedova. Then for the Magic, Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic, and Terrence Ross is subbed in for Fultz.
You got to know that about Kevin Love. He's going to take what the defense gives him, that time inside.
Augustine passes to Gordon. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Osman. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists in the game. The Magic trail by 3. Kicks it out to Gordon. Ross against Sexton. No good from Ross.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
So that'll be it for the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Rick. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above. Thanks for joining.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Orlando, Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Isaac out there with Terrence Ross, and it's Fournier in at the small forward. Sexton's shot is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Isaac passes to Gordon. And Sexton has it in the corner. Drummond working against Bamba. Pass to Garland. There's the three. Knocks down the three ball. And now it's an 8-point Cleveland lead.
Well, Garland, a volume shooter right now from deep. He's capable of getting hot.
Ross gets to Fournier. Isaac passes to Fournier. Lets it go from 11 and too long on the shot. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Fournier finds Gordon. Back to Fournier. Five to shoot. And it's Gordon missing.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Osman, some nice passing by Cleveland here. Lets the three fly. Garland, no good.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy 3 of 4 to start it off.
To halt the run, and the...
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession for the Magic. Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Ennis comes in for Fournier. And it's Carter Williams in for Aaron Gordon. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And here's Thompson. Oh, Nance in position. Isaac with the steal. The pass to Carter Williams. Here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
And that's the 7-foot difference for Vucevic. Tough defense, contact. It doesn't do enough to throw off his ability to make that shot.
And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist from Dellavedova. Thompson's got his second bucket of the game to go. Up top, Carter Williams, guarded by Porter. And Vucevic kicks to Ennis. Here's Ross. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
Fultz, he's checked in for Orlando. Exum with it. No points in the game yet for him. Lobbed up there for Thompson. The shot missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Dellavedova dishes to Thompson. Out to Nance. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Passes it to Vucevic. Porter with the steal. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Isaac passes to Vucevic. He gets that one. Vucevic has got 8.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Feeds to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Now, Thompson does not mind the contact, and I think that bump sometimes even helps him focus more.
And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They trail by 6. Back to Fultz. He kicks to Ennis. He feeds it to Fultz. And Thompson sends it back.
Shooter just can't help but throw that ball into Tristan Thompson's hand.
The Cavaliers leading by 4.
Who's watching here?
Dellavedova dishes to Thompson. The layup missed. Now here's Ross. He's covered closely. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And a wide open look for Porter. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've reached the end of the third. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Then there's Sexton. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Windler in at the 2. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Back to Isaac. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
And the first one drops. He doesn't get the second one. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Inside, it's tipped. It's stolen by Vucevic. Isaac goes in, and Isaac throws it down.
And look how fluid Isaac moves. It's like watching a guard, terrific at penetrating and using those long strides to get to the rim.
And that one's good. Drummond.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Over in the corner, Isaac. Outside Fournier. Back to Isaac. Poked loose and stolen by Love. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Lobbed up there for Love. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Isaac goes in. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Now, here's Sexton. And he banks in the layup.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Vucevic misses in close. Cleveland leading by 5. Here's Osman. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's sent back by Drummond. Another shot, and it's laid in by Gordon.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Sexton against Fultz. Here's Osman. Kicks to Drummond. And Vucevic pulls it down. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Gordon's running, and we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now Fultz puts it up from 7. Rebound Andre Drummond.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Gordon kicks to Fultz. Tipped away. Shoots over Garland. Another miss by Orlando. Cleveland leading by 3. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Back to Love. Shoots over Isaac. And the call on the shot that sends him to the... And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Andre Drummond.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Fultz. And the rejection by Love. Out to Thompson. Back to Sexton. Vucevic against Love. And the dunk by Love.
Love has some height and enough ability to get up and throw it down.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
To the middle and stolen by Gordon. Fournier passes to Vucevic. Left side, Gordon. And Vucevic kicks to Fultz. 41 seconds left in the game. And a missed layup. Lobbed up there for Love. Porter finds Love. Sexton on the wing. Defended by Gordon. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Birch. He dishes it to Ennis. Thompson with the rebound. From deep. Poked away. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. The Grizzlies sporting their best look as they came into the bit. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
And that one, good. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
And it's Morant missing.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Isaac misses. The Grizzlies off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them in a decent clip.
Here's Gordon. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Stolen by Brooks. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Fournier finds Fultz. "13 feet away." Fournier's shot is off.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Yes, he better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane. Because no question, he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, the improved jump shot is key for him.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Here's Vucevic. That shot off. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. The drive by Brooks. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's stolen by Fultz. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Valanciunas.
He uses his physical tools to the fullest when attacking the defense. That's a heads-up play by Valanciunas.
Left side, Gordon. Winslow against Isaac. To the left side wing. For 3, Fournier. 4 on the shot clock. Good on the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now here's Morant. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first quarter. Valanciunas, good.
Oh, you see how focused Valanciunas is? But he's got this positioning. He's determined to score.
Fultz dishes to Vucevic. To the paint. Fournier passes to Vucevic. Back to Fournier. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Fournier's got 5 now.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Morant surveying the D. The dish to Jackson. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Drops in the layup for 2. 6 points for him. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Magic. Isaac outside. Stolen by Jackson. And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And finished off by Morant.
Okay, look at Morant flexing a little muscle right there, showing off his athletic ability right in their faces.
Fultz, no good.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Yeah, what was that? Did he forget about? Very strange.
Orlando trailing here. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Fournier. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Morant, and he uses the glass on the layup.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Fultz dishes to Vucevic. Morant with the steal. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. With 2 seconds left. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. And it's 6 points for Ja Morant.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Grizzlies out in front, up by 4. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah, love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Kyle Anderson is out there with Clark. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Gutteridge in at the small forward. Up top, Carter Williams. 6 to shoot. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Ennis. The pass to Awandu. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Bamba against Clark. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Bamba.
And really, when Bamba has this positioning, you got to get it to him. He's a very reliable scorer from there.
Clark outside. Anderson in the post. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gutteridge. He's guarded by Ross.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Now here's Ennis. He's tightly guarded. Back to Bamba. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Ross leading the charge. Here's Ennis. Ross passes to Ennis. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Pass to Gutteridge. And there it is for him. Gutteridge has got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Carter Williams kicks to Ross. Ennis passes to Bamba. Dishes to Ross. Back to Bamba. Second shot opportunity. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And at almost 7 feet tall, Bamba is hard to cover. He's adept at getting these calls inside.
Both teams will make substitutions.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Jones trying to get open, and he gets it to go.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. Pass to Anderson. There's the feed to Clark. And it's Clark slamming it down.
This is the attitude Anderson brings. A selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
Gordon, the pass to Bamba. Over Clark. The second chance effort. And it's Gordon missing. Memphis leading by 7. Bombed up there for Clark. Ross with the steal. It's stolen by Jones. Feeds to Clark. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Outside for Carter Williams. Gordon inside. Working on Anderson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Jones, the pass to Melton. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And the technical free throw is good. Jones finds Allen. Here's Clark. Anderson outside. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Carter Williams with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Ross. Passes it to Bamba. They need this. And it's laid up and in by Ross.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Melton. And that one is hammered home.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Lobbed up there for Clark. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
This is why so many were high on Clark there. Love seeing him be aggressive.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Jones in the post. He's covered by Isaac, and he makes good on the layup.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Ross with the steal. The clock runs out, and we're heading. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, for the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. The Magic trail by 14. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle folds out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half.
And the talent Fultz has, it's evident. He's terrific at finding ways to score close to the basket.
The drive by Brooks. That one goes. Count it. Brooks has got his first points of the night.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Down low, it's stolen by Valanciunas. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Markelle Fultz.
You have to respect the initiative. I mean, Brooks wanting to make something happen. I mean, enforcing the D's hand.
Both good from the line that time. Well, Orlando shooting 43% from the field. Gordon dishes to Fournier. Isaac kicks to Fournier, and the pass to Vucevic. Up top, Fournier. Brooks covering, kicks it out to Gordon. Pass to Fultz, and here is Isaac. Just 3 to shoot. Over Winslow, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
No doubt the size of Isaac is a problem for the defense. Excellent at using that long frame to draw contact.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Back to Vucevic. Isaac passes to Vucevic. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Magic making a switch here. Ennis is checked in. Here's Morant. Stolen by Gordon. It's Fournier on the wing. Inside, Fultz. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Fultz has got 6 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Now, here's Valanciunas. Makes it off the glass. He's got 6.
Finished off by the big man. A 7-footer like Valanciunas should be operating near the hoop.
And Vucevic kicks to Fultz. Pass to Ennis. He dishes it to Vucevic. Left side, Gordon. Outside, Fournier. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. DJ Augustine's checked in for Fultz. And Memphis also making a switch. Gutteridge is checked in. Memphis leading by 16. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Kicks it to Brooks. And stolen by Gordon. Vucevic with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Gordon dishes to Augustine. Here's Vucevic. Back to Gordon. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks finds Morant. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over the back.
We see this a lot. The ball looks so good coming your way. It's hard to resist reaching over.
Terrence Ross is checked in for James Ennis. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Kyle Anderson comes in for Brooks. And Jones subbed in for Morant. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Gutteridge for the pass to Valanciunas. He gets it in there. Valanciunas has got 8 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Ross passes to Vucevic. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Ross kicks to Fournier. Just 5 on the clock. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Clark. Lobbed up there for Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Now here's Ross. He kicks it to Augustine. Passes to Vucevic. 46 seconds left to play in the third. Augustine, no luck. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Isaac's checked in for Orlando. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. He feeds it to Clark. Isaac with the steal. Here's Ross. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ross has got his second basket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Gutteridge. And there's the pass to Valanciunas. Clark against Vucevic. And the shot goes in. Valanciunas has got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, it's tough trying to alter his focus. I mean, Valanciunas is great at staying in control.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. We've got Morant. Kyle Anderson is out there with Justice Winslow. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Gutteridge in at the 2. Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And now Orlando on the break. Isaac against Jackson. Here's Vucevic. Good on the shot.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Morant finds Valanciunas. Winslow with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Here's Gutteridge. Back to Valanciunas. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Isaac. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
Oh, how about Valanciunas from there? He likes mixing in the shot whenever he can.
And it's Vucevic in the corner. Inside. Isaac passes to Vucevic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Gordon's checked in for the Magic. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Memphis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Valanciunas is a nice piece to have. He's a big man who's a nightly double-double threat.
Valanciunas hits them both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Here's Fultz. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Jump shot continuing to look better. Fultz, he's a guy you have to honor from there.
Brooks, the pass to Winslow. And stolen by Gordon. And here's the fast break. Here's Vucevic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. And the Grizzlies leading by 18. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Jackson passes to Valanciunas. And then jammed down as he goes right over Nikola Vucevic.
Oh, it's huge whenever Valanciunas puts together games like these. I mean, showing how dominant he can be.
Fultz looking around. And Fournier kicks to Gordon. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Gordon. 13 feet away. Shot clock at 6. Fournier passes to Vucevic. Lets it go with a 3. Fournier's shot is off. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Valanciunas. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Magic trail by 20. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And it's the Magic with the ball. Fultz dishes to Gordon. Orlando moving the ball around. Pass to Vucevic. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Memphis leading by 20. Now Morant down low. And stolen by Gordon. Fournier against Brooks. And so Orlando again turning it over. Memphis has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Morant passes to Brooks. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Jackson. Passes it to Valanciunas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three. The Grizzlies with another miss. The Magic trail by 20.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Grizzlies.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Valanciunas.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And here is Isaac after Jaren Jackson made that last three-pointer. Fournier for three. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Brooks. And here are the Grizzlies. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. And Valanciunas kicks to Winslow. Morant outside. Takes the three. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
Brooks finds Valanciunas. Now here's Morant. From deep three-point range, can't connect. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful. just about to get underway as the starting five. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest look at Cleveland's starting group. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Nance in at the small forward. Here we go. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Sexton's shot is good.
Look at the unselfishness by Kevin Love. Doesn't have what he wants, finds a wide open teammate.
Morant looking around. There's the lob to Jackson. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Drummond passes to Sexton. Stolen by Brooks. It's Morant with the drive. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Back to Drummond. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's the right play to run. Drummond with the skill and size to make that high percentage attempt.
Stolen by Garland. Sexton against Brooks. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got his second bucket of the night.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Morant, and finished off by Morant.
The decision-making keeps improving. Ja Morant looking comfortable operating in pick and rolls.
And Drummond kicks to Garland. Kicks it out to Love. Back to Drummond. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Stolen by Garland. And pushing it up is Cleveland again in transition. That's a 2 from Sexton. And that one goes long.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And finished off by Morant.
Keep track of Ja, especially when he's in transition. He shows you right there.
Love dishes to Drummond. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Nice steal from Valanciunas. Jackson kicks to Morant. Jackson, and the second chance effort by Jackson.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Stolen by Brooks. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Sexton the pass to Drummond. Shot to stop the run. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Kyle Anderson comes in for Justice Winslow. Grayson Allen's checked in for Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. It's Allen with the drive. And it's Allen slamming it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Elton's checked in. Thompson finds Porter. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Allen. There's the pass to Anderson. Here's Melton. Back to Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
The slam dunk by Garland.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And now the fast break, Garland with the ball. The slam dunk by Garland.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The drive by Allen. Jones, the pass to Allen. Clark trying to get open. That's good from Allen on the assist by Jones. Allen's got his second basket of the game. Here's Windler. Outside Porter. 1 second left. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Cleveland, they've got Colin Sexton. Thompson is out there with Porter. And it's Osman in at the power forward. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Porter. That's tipped.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Sexton's shot is good.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And Memphis making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. Here's Clark. And he could not get the... And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Anderson finds Morant. And finished off by Morant.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Osman, the pass to Sexton. The putback. Rebounded by Valanciunas. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. To the paint. And Brooks gets it to go. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. A nice shot by Winslow.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut back down to 7 after the points coming from Sexton. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Here's Jackson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And, of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And, yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Garland's checked in. Kicks it to Love. Now, here's Garland. Not a lot of room. And Drummond throws it down.
There's not many that dunks it as powerful as Andre Drummond. He's explosive at 280 pounds.
Outside for Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Garland.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Back to Jackson, knocked away, and stolen by Love. Porter kicks to Nance. 1:11 left in the first half. Here's Drummond. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
Morant drives in. Good D from Love.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And finished off by Porter.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Here's Love. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even. Love's got his first 2 points of the night.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Now here's Jones. Defense is right there. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 2. 8 seconds left to play here in the half. There's Garland, and the rejection by Jackson. And a close game.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It's Memphis out in front at the half. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, give us your team.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Well, Cleveland shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Right side Jackson. Winslow against Nance. And here is Drummond. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Jackson's got the ball. Pass to Valanciunas. And stolen by Drummond. Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Love what Drummond did on that play. Kept his eyes up, and he was being unselfish.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. Here's Jackson. Andre Drummond grabs the miss, and the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And Cleveland making a change here. To the wing right side. Here's Osman. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Anderson. To stop the run. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Slow-mo, even on the drive. Anderson has a tricky, old-school game.
Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. The open look here for Sexton. Off target from three-point range.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
Sexton, the pass to Windler. To the middle, it's stolen by Valanciunas. And now the fast break. Anderson with the ball. From deep, Brooks. Rebound, Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now tonight. A player known for his athleticism. Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
And not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Grayson Allen's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Outside, Jones. Pass to Melton. Clark with it. And Thompson sends it back.
Great timing by Tristan Thompson on that block. That's his forte.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And here are the Cavaliers. They're on an 11-3 run. Sexton the pass to Porter. Here's Osman. Outside, Sexton. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Larry Nance is checked in for Cleveland. Garland comes in for Sexton. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Here's Melton. Lobbed up there for Clark. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Porter dishes to Thompson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Thompson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Cavs. Jones looking for an opening. Melton passes to Clark. Here's Nance, and the jam by Larry Nance.
And looking at Nance, not a big-time scorer in the half-court set, so the best way to get him involved offensively is to get him out in space.
And the shot is good. Clark's got 4 points this quarter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Now the pass to Garland. The Cavaliers have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. First free throw is good.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And Memphis making a change here. Jackson's checked in, and Cleveland also making a change. Love's checked in for Jetty Osman. Kicks it out to Allen. Memphis moving that ball around. Love against Clark. And the dunk by Jackson.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Garland with it. 10 points for him. Pass to Thompson. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Tyus Jones. 20 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Melton, guarded by Porter.
Who's watching it?
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Lobbed up there for Thompson.
A solid athlete, quick leaper. Thompson's always a threat on this play.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Right back after this break. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Grizzlies trail by 6. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Kevin Love out there with Larry Nance. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Porter. And it's Garland in at the 1. Stolen by Garland. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Feeds it to Love. Back to Porter. Kicks it out to Love from outside the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Morant with the ball. The dish to Winslow. It's stolen by Nance. Now Cleveland moving it up. Porter's running. All alone. Rebounded by Jackson. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game. Brooks checked in for the Grizzlies. And Cleveland with a change here too. Sexton's checked in. The drive by Jackson. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Drummond. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Nance. And that's 12 points for Colin Sexton. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing here by 8. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Now Morant to the paint. Jackson trying to break free. Valanciunas, good.
That's where Valanciunas is a handful, inside and on the block.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Drummond, Grizzlies with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Cavaliers making a switch here. Windler's checked in. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him.
That's just good offense beating good defense. Something Morant's grown accustomed to.
Now here's Garland. Guarded by Morant. Garland with the bucket.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Now here's Garland. Guarded by Morant. Launches it. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Sexton penetrating. And he makes that one. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
In the corner, Winslow with it. He feeds it to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Huge bucket there from the big Lithuanian. Valanciunas is stepping up.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Garland, no good.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Good.
Locked and loaded. Winslow with the steady hand as this game heats up.
Now, here's Garland. Guarded by Morant. That one falls.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Morant outside. 1:37 left in the fourth. Lays it up off the glass. Morant's got 7 now in this quarter. Sexton deciding where to go with it. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Big shot player. Sexton showing us he loves the spotlight. Seems energized performing here under the bright lights.
Morant pushes to Valanciunas. Second chance shot, and it's sent back by Drummond. Here's Morant. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Valanciunas.
That was just a cold-blooded play there from Valanciunas. Not fazed at all by the situation.
Garland kicks to Sexton. Good.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
The 3 from Morant. Love grabs the board. Cleveland with the ball. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
It falls.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
And they double up Morant. Three-pointer, Brooks. The Cavaliers pull it in. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Passes it to Garland. Cleveland moving it around. Sexton on the wing. Fires for 3. But they'll get another chance. A wide open look for Love. Cleveland gets it back. That shot off. Here's Valanciunas. And the miss. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3. We got a lot of talent in the front court tonight between these two teams, Doris. That's where a lot of the focus for us will be.
We will have an opportunity to see offense being run through the low post. So the interior defense is going to have to be strong. Will you send an extra defender? Where will that defender come from? There's a lot to play out here tonight, Kevin. How about those instincts from the 7-footer? Vucevic uses that size to snag offensive rebounds.
Now, here's Garland. He's guarded closely, and that one drops.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Gordon. Darius Garland picking up that last basket.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Love kicks to Sexton. Jacks up a 3. Drills it from outside.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Fournier against Sexton. Gordon. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's Orlando now. Fultz, the pass to Fournier. Back to Fultz. To the inside. Here's Gordon. Now here's Fultz. T right on him. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, you love the shooter's mentality that Evan Fournier possesses. Thinking of pulling up before he even makes the catch.
Love deciding where to go with it. Pass to Drummond. For 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
The Magic have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Fournier dishes to Fultz. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Darius Garland picks one up.
And Doris, one thing that's never been an issue for Fultz, that handle. Great at navigating in traffic for himself or creating opportunities for his teammates.
Right, Markelle is so adept at using change of pace, change of direction. It's a little bit of a herky-jerky motion. He'll lull you to sleep and then out of nowhere cross you over. This guy is fun to watch.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Fultz.
Well, a bit reckless right there. That's his second foul, and he can't afford to pick up a third.
And it's Sexton penetrating, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Sexton's got 5 now.
Well, if you've got the speed of Colin Sexton, put the ball on the deck and make sure you make good use of it.
Fournier finds Bamba. Back to Fournier. 5 to shoot. Here's Bamba. Oh, and the jam by Bamba.
This is an important ability for Mo Bamba to have, right? Score on the move, put it on the deck, and make sure you take advantage of all that length on the drive.
Here's Windler. All sorts of time. Misses off the right eye.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Well, Thompson's athleticism allows him to finish with power.
Sexton against Augustine. Gordon the pass to Bamba. That one no good. And Cleveland will come the other way. Sexton kicks to Thompson. Dishes it to Porter. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. The Magic trail by 7. Gordon the pass to Augustine. The rebound by Nance. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Down low and stolen by Gordon. Here's Bamba. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, obviously, this is where Mo Bamba is so dangerous. You make a mistake on the defensive end, he's going to take free throws.
Orlando making some changes. James Ennis, he'll check in for Jonathan Isaac. Terrence Ross comes in for Fournier. And it's Carter Williams in for Augustine. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Garland, he's checked in for Sexton. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. There's Garland. Feeds to Thompson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pass to Bamba. Stolen by Thompson. Inside. And Cleveland with another turnover here.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
To the inside. It's stolen by Nance. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Garland leading the charge. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Porter is out there with Garland. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Ross. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Bamba with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. Back to Carter Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Unable to get that one. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Passes it to Garland. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. There's the pass to Porter. Drummond working against Vucevic. And it's Drummond missing.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Count it. Garland's got his second bucket tonight.
What you love about this is there's an unselfish nature to Kevin Love's game, and I believe that's contagious.
Carter Williams dishes to Bamba. And it's sent back by Drummond. Porter with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. Garland. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Fultz, he's checked in for the Magic.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Fultz kicks to Ennis. Pass to Carter Williams. The Magic need to get a shot off here. For 3, Ross. The Cavaliers pull it in. One-on-one here. And it's Osman missing.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up. Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Tips it. And Love with the second chance points. Love's got the lead up to 13 now for Cleveland.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Fultz the pass to Vucevic. Orlando moving the ball around. Another miss by Orlando. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Wallace with it, now guarded by Ennis. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Garland the pass to Drummond. Now Garland. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Fultz. And it's Ennis with the ball for the Magic. It's a 13-point game. To the paint. To end the cold streak, and Ennis slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
So for the Magic, Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for James Ennis. Fournier comes in for Terrence Ross. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Carter Williams. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Fultz. The Magic trail by 11. Augustine looking around. Isaac outside. Outside Gordon. There's the dish to Vucevic. Augustine passes to Vucevic. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Deflects the pass. The feed to Exer. Back to Nance. Plenty of space. The Cavaliers again can't hit. From deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And all right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They lead by 11. Jack, how do you think... Hey.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Magic shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And so in the game for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac into the small forward. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you love that Markelle Fultz has the ability to draw the defense's hand and get himself to the foul line.
Both shots good from the stripe. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Here's Dellavedova out to the right wing. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
And so here's Orlando. Pass to Gordon. Here's Vucevic. Gordon kicks to Vucevic. Outside Fournier. Outside Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Passes it to Fultz. Over Sexton. Fultz, no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And Cleveland with another turnover here.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
The Magic trail by 9. He dishes it to Fournier. Looking for Fultz. He gets it in there. Back to Fournier. He feeds it to Vucevic. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Vucevic has got 6.
Nikola Vucevic skilled at rolling hard to the rim after setting the screen. That is a smart play.
There's Garland, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Fultz the pass to Fournier. Vucevic up top and stolen by Drummond. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball. Here's Osman. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And now an 11-point Cavalier lead.
Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Pretty pass.
Fournier against Sexton. Here's Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
Boy, there's big-time athleticism in the body of Markelle Fultz. Get up, young sir.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. Love outside. The pass to Garland. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Fournier for 3. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game. Back to Love. Drummond trying to get himself free, and that one's good. Love's got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs. Pass to Fournier. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Here's Osman. Finished off the break.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Vucevic. He's got 6. Another miss by Orlando.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end. Boy, Jonathan Isaac comes out of Florida State back in 2017. 6th overall pick. Obviously, with that high a pick, you think, oh, he's come out of his career a little bit slow. But this team believes in his upside and is committed to building with him.
The Cavaliers on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Love dishes to Garland. Back to Love. Clock at 6. Here's Drummond. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Stiff defense gives Drummond some trouble on that shot, but he stays cool and gets a trip to the line.
For the Magic, Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Terrence Ross comes in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Nancy's checked in for Love. Kevin Porter comes in for Jetty Osman. Dante Exum, he's checked in for Colin Sexton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Garland. That one good for 2.
Well, the decision-making getting better with more repetition. Mo Bamba starting to feel out the defense.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Out left to the wing. Exum passes to Drummond. Now here is Dellavedova. Outside Porter. Fires the 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Pass to Ross. He kicks to Augustine. Back to Ross. From downtown. No good on the last second attempt there. And so is Cleveland, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Nance and Thompson are up front. Exum is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. Now here is Augustine. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
The Magic making a switch here. Fultz is checked in. Dellavedova kicks to Exum. Dishes it to Thompson. Vucevic with the block.
Boy, when Vucevic is in that area, he's capable of sending it back.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Gordon dishes to Fultz. To the middle. Now here's Ross. Defended by Dellavedova. Gordon out of hand on it.
And this is what Nance Jr. is capable of. Send it back.
Right side, Porter. Feeds it to Thompson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Passes to Vucevic. Kicks to Fultz. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Fournier is checked in for Orlando. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Oh, nice move by Darius Garland. What a quick first step. Go ahead, young sir.
Fultz, the pass to Vucevic. The dish now to Gordon. Back to Vucevic, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Garland, no good. The Magic trail by 18. Fournier finds Gordon. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
Outside, Sexton. The pass to Drummond. It's stolen by Vucevic. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. And stolen by Sexton. Cleveland moving the ball around. Osman, the pass to Drummond. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
Now, here's Vucevic. Back to Gordon. 6 to shoot. Isaac passes to Gordon. Down low, and stolen by Sexton.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Cavaliers.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Andre Drummond.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Here's Osman. Kicks it out to Love. Drummond trying to get himself free. And it's Love missing. On offense, here are the Magic. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Because of his size and speed, Jonathan Isaac can be a terror in the open floor. Go ahead and finish that, Jonathan.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And it's Osman missing. Now here's Fultz. He's guarded close. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Drops in the layup for 2.
One of the keys as a perimeter player is always stay focused through contact. Markelle Fultz makes that shot despite the physical contact.
And so it's Cleveland taking. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. Well, you can't help but notice the high style of the Grizzlies as they came through the tunnel earlier on. All set to take a look at the Magic starting group. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the 3. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. Out to Morant. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Winslow dishes to Brooks. Rebounded by Isaac. To the inside. Here's Fultz. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
It's Morant with the drive. And Valanciunas kicks to Jackson. Gordon with the defensive effort. Here's Orlando now. Here's Vucevic. Here's Isaac. Another shot. Vucevic with the bucket.
Boy, establishes position with a strong base. You got to box out Vucevic better than that.
Morant surveying the D. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
The Magic have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Gordon. Fournier against Brooks. Fournier's shot is off. And here are the Grizzlies now. Here's Morant. Isaac with the steal. Gordon kicks to Fournier. Launches a 3. Nice D from Brooks. On the wing, Winslow. Fultz against Morant. Here's Brooks. Dishes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Now here's Fultz. Gordon kicks to Isaac. And there's the pass to Fournier. Shot clock at 6. And the basket by Isaac.
And, you know, Isaac is no stranger to contact. Doesn't mind it, embraces it, and as a result, the defense can't bother or distract him.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And they double up Morant. To the middle. Here's Jackson. Shoots over Vucevic, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Vucevic.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Magic making a switch here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Ennis comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Terrence Ross is checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. Inside. Gordon kicks to Augustine. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Here's Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
The Magic trail by 4. Ennis passes to Bamba. 1:06 left here in the first quarter. Back to Ennis. And Ennis slams it in.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
There's the lob to Jackson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Augustine against Jones. Pass to Gordon. Now here's Ennis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Melton's checked in. And a change for the Magic. Carter Williams is checked in. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Anderson outside. Here's Clark. Orlando grabs the miss.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And here's Ennis. Here's Bamba. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really... It's a tie game in Memphis. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So, on the floor for Memphis, we've got Tyus Jones. Anderson is out there with Clark, and it's Melton in at the 2 guard. Ross kicks to Carter Williams. Feeds it to Ennis, a baseline J, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Ennis has got 6 points. Here's Melton. He's guarded by Ross. Anderson passes to Clark. Here's Melton. Back to Clark. Anderson outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Stolen by Bamba. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul. Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic comes in for Aaron Gordon, and Fournier subbed in for Ennis. They now take the lead. Carter Williams has got the lead up to 2 now for the Magic.
Carter Williams is a wily, wiry athlete who finishes well through contact. There's little you can do short of fouling him to keep him from making these shots.
And it's Clark in the corner. Pass to Melton. Bombed up there for Clark. He doesn't hit that one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Ross finds Fournier. Bamba with it. Now Valanciunas defending. Over to the left wing. Ross passes to Fournier. Here's Vucevic. The shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Melton feeling it out a bit. Fournier pulls it down. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for Orlando. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
You know, it's not a bad idea to foul Bamba. Actually, a good foul. He's hard to stop, and he's not that strong a free throw shooter, so send him to the line.
It's his first trip to the line. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
Isaac kicks to Bamba. Back to Isaac. Pass to Fournier. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Vucevic with it. Shoots over Winslow. Almost, but it rolls out. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's Morant. Valanciunas finds Morant. Trying to end the drought. Bamba with the block.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
And the Magic making a change here. Augustine's checked in. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
The shot's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Brooks misses. Magic leading by 6. Here's Fournier. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Fournier is highly skilled, a crafty European talent who's really fearless when it comes to shooting the basketball.
And so Fournier nails both of them.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. Banked in off the glass. Morant's got his second basket of the night.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Orlando.
Augustine dishes to Vucevic. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Well, that's just strength there. That's what we call weight room. The power of Vucevic on display.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And that one falls for Brooks. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Gutterich is checked in. And a switcher also for Orlando. Gordon's checked in.
And DJ Augustine, a veteran guard who's always had an impact when he's on the floor. He gives you leadership, shooting, and playmaking off the bench.
Tell you what, Greg, when he was with the Pacers during my time working for the team, I really grew to appreciate and respect his game even more than I did from a distance. You're exactly right. I mean, he's a barometer for just about any team he's played on, and that when he plays well, it lifts everybody else's game. That's just the kind of experienced, calming effect veteran he is.
Augustine with it. Now Valanciunas defending. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Gutterich the pass to Morant. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now just a 5-point Orlando lead.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
Augustine, that's good. Puts it up off the inbound. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They never put themselves in too much danger. 4 points. And
as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And so in the game for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot.
Fournier very skilled at sniffing out, anticipating when to go for the steal.
And Valanciunas kicks to Winslow. The pass to Jackson. And stolen by Gordon. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance. Here's Fultz. Fournier for three. Tries again. Kicks it out to Gordon. Isaac outside for three. Fournier hits it from three-point range. And now a 10-point Magic lead.
And the quick release of Fournier. Man, he's so good at getting his shot off as soon as the pass reaches his hand.
Great open look there. Morant's got 11 points.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Fultz, the pass to Isaac. Back to Fultz. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Kyle Anderson comes in for Jaren Jackson. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Then for the Magic, Terrence Ross comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Carter Williams in for Markelle Fultz. There's Winslow, and he banks in the layup. Winslow's got his first basket of the night. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. To the paint. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist from Carter Williams. And the Magic lead by 9.
Boy, I like how Carter Williams spreads the ball around. I mean, he opens up a lot of opportunities for his guys to shoot it.
Anderson dishes to Clark. Makes it off the glass. He's got 6.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Gutteridge is checked in. James Ennis, he'll check in for Orlando. It's stolen by Jones. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. And here they go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable. A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Unhindered, going all the way. Yep, it counts. And it's a 9-point Magic lead.
Love the way Vucevic gets his puppies up and down when he runs the floor. Just looks like he wants to beat everybody to the basket.
Clark for 3. Connects from 3-point range. Clark's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry. Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
4 on the clock. Ross finds Augustine. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Augustine's got his 3rd basket of the night. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 8-point game. Anderson outside. Bobbed up there for Clark. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And this is Gordon's sweet spot. An awesome dunker who loves getting in tight and wrecking the rim.
Passes it to Gutteridge. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Clark. Here's Gutteridge. Let's go. No good from Clark. 16 seconds left to play here in the third. And it's Gordon missing. Left side, Jones. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Anderson. He's out there with Allen. Tyus Jones out there with Clark. And it's Melton in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And that one, good. Fultz has got the lead up to 12 now for Orlando.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stump.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Fultz, and finished off by Fultz.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Magic leading by 16. Gordon finds Fultz. Back to Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. That's 10 points for Aaron Gordon.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Grizzlies with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Got a piece of it. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Morant outside. No good, unable to end this run.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Brooks outside. Takes a 3. Trains the three-pointer.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Pass to Gordon. And Fournier kicks to Fultz. And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the dunk by Winslow.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Fultz the pass to Gordon. And the rejection by Jackson. Goes back up. In deep, Gordon drops it in. Gordon's got 12 points in just the second half.
And Gordon's jumping ability combined with his reach make him a difficult matchup for any defense, especially when he's operating in the post.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Vucevic finds Fultz. Pass to Gordon. Looking for Fultz. He gets it in there. Shot clock at 5. Gordon dishes to Fultz. Good work there as it goes. Fultz has got 6 in the quarter.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Magic.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Vucevic.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with the fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
And, you know, I like that Gordon is a versatile guy who can play both forward spots. He's a terrific athlete who continues to improve.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Jang, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Josh Jackson comes in for Jackson. Grayson Allen's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Jones subbed in for Morant. Birch's shot's good. And the Magic lead by 19.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And again, Memphis no good. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 16-7 run. Aminu, the pass to Gordon. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Carter Williams dishes to Gordon. And they double up Gordon. And so the ball's out of bounds. Winslow touched it last. Knocked loose. Ennis. And the layup falls.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Here's Jang, and it's blocked. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark.
for the land of the...
It's the NBA on 2K Sports with Brent Barry and the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. And for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the point. Now, here's Sexton. Back to Love. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Now here's Winslow. Tight defense on him. And Jackson throws it down hard. Tonight, lots of youth and energy on the floor. Brent, what kind of game do you expect to see?
Highlights, Kevin, mixed in with a few lowlights. Just guys getting ahead of themselves and speeding themselves up. But sometimes those can be exciting, especially for fans who have really good seats. Keep your hands up.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Smart play by Winslow. Move the ball. Find the open man. Good team play.
And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. We're about 1 minute into the first. Garland dishes to Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
And sometimes it looks like for Garland the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
Morant outside. Down low. Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him. 6 on the shot clock. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
There's Garland, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And finished off by Morant.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shot at the rim.
Now here's Garland, and he lays it straight in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Morant passes to Brooks. Here's Jackson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Jackson's got 6.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Love dishes to Drummond. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Love outside. It's Drummond, high post. There's 1:54 left to play in the first.
A tall and powerful big. Drummond has a natural ability to finish inside.
Brooks right side. It's deflected, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And Memphis making a change here. Anderson's checked in. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Here's Love. It's rebounded by Memphis. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And finished off by Morant.
In focus there from Morant. He just takes them all on and stays locked in on the basket.
Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
And typically he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play.
Here is Brooks. The Cavaliers making the shot. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Love. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
From past the arc. That's not going to do it either. He's 0 for 5.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And here are the Cavaliers now, following the score by Memphis. Count that bucket.
Sexton getting right through the defense and putting that speed to work.
Now here's Morant. 8 points for him. Outside Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And the shot goes down.
Too easy that time. Sexton sniffing it out and then getting to an area on the floor that made that one easy.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Grizzlies out in front. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Nance and Thompson are up front. Porter is out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Windler in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Thompson is double. Back to Nance. And the pass to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
Passes it to Gutterich. The 3 from Morant. Anderson passes to Melton. Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Pass to Windler. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Pass to Sexton. And he converts the layup. Sexton's got 8.
Toughness there shown by Colin Sexton. No stranger to having to outmuscle the defense from time to time.
Memphis leading. Clark, the pass to Gutterich. Memphis moving it around. Morant with a wide open look. From outside, off the mark. The Cavaliers shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Lobbed up there for Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Nice shot by Thompson.
Thompson shoots such a high percentage on the inside. Most of his shots coming around the rim.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Morant kicks to Anderson. That's tipped. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And finished off by Porter.
Sexton working the ball to a teammate. That's what you want to see from him.
And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he is going to be a handful to deal with.
Garland, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Memphis. Jones comes in for Morant.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Jones against Nance. Lobbed up there for Clark. It's stolen by Nance. It's stolen by Jones. Stolen. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop and finished off by Porter.
Thompson with a nice job finding the open man, creating for his teammate.
To the left wing, Anderson wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul. And Memphis making a change here. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Garland, the pass to Thompson. And the officials call goaltending. And here we go. Coach's challenge on that goaltending call. The coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. So, guys, the courtside administrator has received the verdict. They will overturn the goaltending violation. So, a good use of the challenge here.
And with the improvements to cameras and visibility for these sorts of plays around the rim, it seems impossible now to imagine not having replay review. This time it works. They reversed the call, and I think that's a good thing for all parties.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Jones drives in. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen, shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Now here's Porter. The pass to Osman. Nice feed from Valanciunas. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. The drive by Jackson and the dunk by Jackson.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. The kick out to Porter. Shoots the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Porter's got 7 points in the game.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Here's Jackson. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Here's Garland. On the wing, Porter. Passes it to Osman. Here's the 3. Doesn't go that time. And some good action through the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was Jaren Jackson Jr. setting the pace in the first quarter. He had 12 points. And that's...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Nice game. Great performance by Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
So on the floor for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle, and it's Winslow in at the 3. Here's Osman. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Clock at 6. Love kicks to Sexton. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And, oh, here we go. Brooks. Nobody. Whoa.
Yikes.
I mean, that's a rugged play.
Gracious. Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Memphis leading by 11. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now, here's Clark. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
To the inside. And then slams it in.
Oh, yeah. When Larry Nance Jr. sees a chance to throw it down, he'll throw down.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. The dish to Clark. Here's Gutterich. Count it. Good. Gutterich has got the lead up to 13 now for the Grizzlies.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Sexton slams it in.
Well, Sexton as a guard making that look so pretty.
Here's Morant. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
That's good from Morant.
And the work ethic that Morant has sets him up nicely. Make no mistake, this guy wants to be an all-time great.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Nance passes to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Inside, out to Morant. Traps in the tray. Morant's got 17 now.
And boy, when Morant stretches the floor, those driving lanes just get bigger.
Nance passes to Porter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Jones checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Melton. Clark laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 8 points for him.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And that one's good by Porter. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Gutterich. No good from Clark.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in. When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
With the floater, shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Dellavedova.
Sometimes hard to figure out when Delly's going to shoot the floater or throw the lob. That time, he goes with the floater.
It's stolen by Nance. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Exum, and finished off by Exum.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Here's Melton, following the score by Cleveland. Thompson with it, guarded now by Clark. Here's Dellavedova. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Dellavedova's got 4 points in the quarter.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Drummond's checked in for Thompson. Love comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. Jetty Osman, he's checked in for X. And it's Garland in for Larry Nance.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Cleveland.
Garland with it. Pass to Drummond. Porter in the corner. The wide open look here for Garland. It's good from long range. Garland's got 7 points.
Good to see Garland score the ball without dominating.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at center.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Drummond. Brooks kicks to Jones. Pass to Valanciunas. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. Garland dishes to Drummond. He can't get it to go. And Memphis the other way now. At one point, they led by 16. Oh, and he misses the dunk. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Sexton. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Garland. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And it's Drummond with the jam.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Oh, the lob to Valanciunas. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here's Garland. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks against Love. Brooks kicks to Winslow. There's the pass to Jackson. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got his 4th assist in this one. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And here is Garland to the middle. Passes it to Drummond. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Sexton. That one off the back iron and out. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Valanciunas with the ball. He's picked up by Drummond. And Jones now atop the key. Kicks it to Valanciunas. Count that one.
He's been an absolute marksman the entire second half. Hard to imagine what anyone can do right now to slow him down.
And Sexton has it in the corner. No good from outside. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. Porter's checked in for Cleveland. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's John Morant in for Jones. Morant passes to Brooks. Morant outside. Back to Brooks. From 11 feet away, and he overshot that one, missing.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
It's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Memphis with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Sexton. To end the drought. Garland, no good. And Clark has got the ball here for Memphis. They lead by 7. Here's Valanciunas. Love grabs the board. And so here's Cleveland.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
And how about Drummond's ability to stay calm under pressure? That will always make your coaches happy.
Back to Winslow. This one for 3. And so the Grizzlies take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.